Prospect of Akinterinwa.
Yes, I don't know how popular he is there, but I know that in the cabinet of the late
Akeredolu
was very prominent. I could say that amongst the Akeredolu, the key supporters of Akeredolu, who were not inclined to having Aiyedatiwa become governor, the person that they invested their support in the most, was Akinterinwa. So he retains a good chunk of the elements fiercely loyal to Aketi.
Yeah. He has white beards too.
Yes, he has weird birds.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So that means
it's in a pole position. It's qualified. It's
qualified with his white beard. All he needs to do is grow it a lot.
Yeah, more.
So from one white bearded governor to another, you see.
But to me, I think that what the late Aketi said at his second term inauguration, the way he described the incumbent now, his successor, he took the three names of Lucky Orimiso Aiyedatiwa. He took them one by one, and he said the only place for him is up. Is the top. Now, Akinterinwa was quoted as saying that when Akeredolu came back from Germany, called him and told him that he wanted him to succeed him. We'll get to see how that, who are not there.
It's the people who decide.
The people will decide.
Even a governor cannot decide who succeeds.
Of course, Akeredolu, the late Akeredolu, openly commended and praised his deputy then, who is now the incumbent, while Akinterinwa also said he claimed that he would hand over to him. But in 3 months, the people of the APC in Ondo will decide who the flag bearer will be. Because, of course, there will be a primary first. Yes. And that primary is not even limited to these two contenders. I heard that Jimo Ibrahim is also interested. I heard that...
Jimo Ibrahim is also from the south.
Jimo Ibrahim from Akoko. From Akoko.
It's clean shaven now.
It's clean shaven. Maybe we need to start developing
white beard.
White beard.
So, it's going nowhere.
And Olushola.
Okay, it's also from the south.
It's also,
it's always been
yes,
perennial.
Yeah, it's also in the race. But for those of us who have been in and out of politics, we understand that the power of incumbency is very, very key. And
especially when it comes to primaries.
When it comes to primaries, a lot of things go down, and we can't say some of them there here. But I know Wale Akinterinwa too knows how.
Even the mode of primary itself.
The mode of primary.
Yes. It can make
because I remember in Ekiti State, some people were just waking up around after 11 to address a press conference in front of this team. Meanwhile, they finished the primaries.
Yes, no.
I remember that.
So, whether it's direct or indirect or by affirmation,
the incumbent
has that edge. And we should not, and Ondo State is an oil-producing state. And the man is very clever. He has dissolved his cabinet now. By the time he starts forming that cabinet and putting people in local governments, you see that those
campaign structure.
The campaign structure will be put in place there and there. So the heat in the heat of the impeachment saga, you saw how Ondo was tensed up. But since he became governor now, have you heard anything? I mean, the assembly has been giving him a lot of support.
Well, they don't have a choice.
This life,
the
speaker that is always like King Kong. Immediately that became governor.
Speaker too fancied his own chances.
Yes.
He thought he could get to him.
Yes.
Same way he went to Friday Adiremi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody amongst them, it was a contestation for power. And
he didn't rule himself out.
The governor was the pawn. The late governor was the pawn in their hands.
Yeah.
He was the one being manipulated, you know. Instead of allowing him to receive sufficient Medicare in Germany, they brought him
back. They were using him.
so that they can use him in their power play and ensure access to the resources of the state. I mean,
to the extent that, remember, the commissioner for energy wrote that this memo that was given to him was forged.
The signature
that this is not the signature of the governor.
His handwriting forged.
They started forging the signature of Rotimi Akeredolu.
That is the thing. But all that now is history. Someone has become governor. It is our wish that he will serve the people well during that time. And he also knows that if he serves the people well, it will give him a good chance of becoming
the substantive governor.
Yes, of becoming governor after election. It's already substantive now, but of winning
another term in office.
So he knows that he has to work hard, but let him not think that it will be a walk in the park. People like Akinterinwa now coming out now, you know, and what they are saying out there is that the man is bringing around himself enemies of Akiti. They're already using that to demarket Governor Aiyedatiwa.
Yeah, I think he should be used to that by now.
Because
even when Akiti was
alive, the person that he made deputy governor now was a well-known Akiti enemy. That's what they are saying, that is dragging those Akiti enemies.
So that sentiment...
But
they will not leave him alone. No, the point that I'm making is he should not think that the primaries will be a walk in the park. He's going to get real battle from them. But we all know that as incumbent governor, he has a chance. Goodluck Jonathan as incumbent president, after the doctrine of necessity, became so powerful now.
2011 election.
He sacked some of the people who gave him problems. Those who stopped him from seeing his boss, he sent them packing. And he was able
to with the likes of Onandi.
Not just the primaries, he won the election. So that's the way it's going to be. We look out for developments as we go on.
All right. Deterrence may be the tone required